We started our journey in Denver, Colorado, where the snow was melting under the shadows of the Rocky Mountains. Almost time for baseball season. We met Laura Heshmeti picking up her son at practice.
You tired? Oh, yeah. And we're gonna add the marinade and the butter.
They invited us home for dinner, where we learned this American family is made up of a multitude of cultures.
Heshmeti is a Persian last name. My husband is half Mexican, half Persian. I'm Mexican-American.
Thank you for the nourishment of this food. Amen.
Amen. We're talking about what it feels like to be an American.
The thought process is that when you say America's a melting pot, that it actually devalues the different cultures that do make up America, and that the salad bowl analogy is better.
You're still a tomato and you're a piece of lettuce, but you can still be friends, like something like that.
And with that, we set out to learn where others see themselves in this salad bowl that is America.
By me stepping in this country and walking freely in this country, I'm American.
On the way out of town, we popped in on Alejandro Flores Munoz, a gay, undocumented Mexican immigrant.
And we make it into almost like a masa, and then we put it inside the taco.
The DACA recipient, whose mother brought him to the U.S. as a little boy, is now opening one of Denver's first cloud kitchens for online delivery only. His business, he says, makes him feel American.
I want to now be in a position where I can showcase that I am paying taxes, that I am employing people, that I am building a company. I don't think words will showcase as much as action.
From Colorado to Kansas.
It used to be like America was the land of opportunity, but now it just feels like it's a struggle.
We stopped in Hays with its Wild West roots, more than 24 Christian churches, and a lot of red, white, and blue.
It's hard to get the job, the career that you want, because once you fall down a whale, it's really hard to climb out.
Tristan Frump, in between manufacturing jobs. A rough childhood, he says, got in the way of his American dream of owning a car repair shop.
In my life, it's always been like that. It's like you're a certain class of person, and when people put you down or put you in that label, it's really hard to imagine how your life could really be, because everyone's telling you you can't. It's like, it's just like kills your confidence, kills the dream.
I feel like as most Americans view us as just we're poor or we're dirty, or they don't even know that we're still alive.
On the prairie band Potawatomi Nation Reservation,
How old are you?
we happened upon this young family just starting out.
To me, being American means to practice your ceremonies and religion and languages. That means I'm Potawatomi, my Indian name means Big Wolf, I'm Thunder Clan, and my color is blue.
They tell me they're living the American dream here on the reservation. But for Mom Rosanna, it's complicated.
As a woman, I'm kind of like not equal. As a Native American, I'm not equal. If I were a white woman, I think I would have it easier, and a lot of things would be easier. And I think I would be heard more.
It means being heard, being able to express yourself and be authentic.
On to Kansas City, Missouri. As the sun set over the Jazz District, we caught up with singer Jamie Chase. Her stage name, J-Love.
Music is my expression. It's my love. It's my heart. It's God's gift.
We asked, does she feel a sense of belonging?
Musically, yes, but In my everyday life, no. You know, because when I'm in the grocery store, everybody doesn't know that I'm J Love. You know what I'm saying? I don't look the same. I got my hat on, you know. I'm just another black person. And I still have people follow me around in Walmart. Sometimes I'm cool with it. Sometimes I'm not nice about it. Sometimes I'm like, hey, did you know that it's probably not me that's stealing?
Black lives, they matter to me. The mother of 2 young black men, she wrote a song called Black Lives Matter.
Right now, I'm fearful. Every time my kids leave out the door, I'm fearful. Where are you going? Who are you with? God, please let my baby come home. Some of my white friends will say, no, that's not happening. Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Or this just hurts me to the core when my white friends say, you know, you just need to stop talking about it. You know, you just talk about it too much.
It doesn't feel like there's a lot of compromise because we don't spend time understanding the other perspectives.
From Kansas City to St. Louis, in the suburbs, retired Navy pilot Kevin McLaughlin.
You know, spending 31 years in the military and deploying 6 times, the answer is I feel most American when I'm not in America. And seeing how other countries and other cultures live, and it really makes you appreciate what you have.
McLaughlin, who led the missing man formation as President George H.W. Bush was laid to rest, says his years in the military taught him the value of all that makes up this country.
Because you are able to learn outside of yourself and learn that that the whole is much greater than the pieces that put it all together.
Things that happen to me sometimes, you may normalize it. It's like, oh, well, that's just America. But when you see your children, you're like, oh no, we got to stop this.
Our final stop, this African-American children's bookstore, also outside of St. Louis.
I can travel through time, all through a book, and I can see myself in that.
IT manager and former attorney Jeffrey Blair and his wife Pamela opened Eyeseeme 5 years ago, inspired by what their children, now in college, were missing.
There are times in my life, times in my children's life, where there have been incidents that would take place that would make us question whether America values us. Are we full citizens really, or are we here just as bystanders, you know?
It was during the pandemic when their GoFundMe plea resulted in an outpouring of support, keeping the store in business.
I think those times when collectively I feel the support and sort of validation of the community, I think that's when I kind of feel like I'm part of something, you know? But there are times, again, when I don't. All right, this is one of my favorite books. It's called The Undefeated. This is for the unforgettable, the swift and sweet ones, the ones who hurdled history and opened a world of possibilities. I think one of the things is the possibility going forward, the possibility of hope, the possibility of change. I think the idea of expanding the notion of freedom and who it applies to be the collective and not just the few, that is what can give greatness to the ideals of what America supposedly stands for. This is for the undefeated. This is for you, and for you, and for you. This is for us, the undefeated.
Along I-70 for the listening tour, I'm Jessica Gomez.